In today's video, I'm going to discuss the 5 simple changes we can make to overcome despair and hopelessness that society can put upon us. Disconnect from media. Media allows for the spread of information outside oneself. And unfortunately, today in society, the message that is being spread is that of fear, anger, and hate. Don't get me wrong, there are horrendous atrocities that are happening throughout society and throughout the world. But I personally believe that words of courage and bravery and love, and most importantly, hope, can really provide a positive and powerful ripple throughout society to be able to help the world. And I used to think that if I screamed at the top of my lungs and gave everything that I had, that maybe some of my positivity would be able to impact one of those little ripples. But I didn't realize that what I was doing was completely draining myself and leaving myself to where I had nothing left. And ultimately what it did is it made me emit, both with my words and my energy, that of fear, anger, and hate. Taking a break from social media and from the news and from checking your emails or technology, any of these things, allows yourself to have that energy to be able to look inward, because it's not easy. You need to have that extra energy to be able to allocate towards this difficulty. I wouldn't have been able to get to the point to where I felt like I was on my authentic path if I hadn't taken, it's almost 2 years off from social media. Being able to have the time that I wasn't just endlessly scrolling through social media, looking at people that made me feel like I'll never be enough, or that they have things that make me want to have those things so I feel worthy. And ultimately what I struggled with the most was the feeling that the world was just going to end at any moment. And so what's the point of doing anything if it's all just going to end? And I would fall into these just nasty mindsets. I really just encourage you to embark on this path. It's going to be worth it. Focus on experiences. Now, we all know that things are getting tremendously expensive, and you could fall into an endless pit of despair just looking at how much a week's worth of groceries cost. But at the end of the day, you are in charge of where you spend your money. No one else has any control on what you do with your money. And what I decided to do was to begin investing in experiences that was going to ultimately provide me joy and happiness. I recently just saw my most favorite comedian that really helped me through some dark times here in Austin, Texas. And I had all of my best friends there with me. To be able to have us all sit there together and be able to laugh at the jokes that I absolutely love is going to be a memory that I will never forget. I'm getting ready to go to another country with my girlfriend, and then I'm going to be able to go spend some time with my uncle. And these are things that allow me to see that there is positivity and love out in the world. It's so easy to feel the negativity and the hate and the fear and the just loss of control that people are feeling. But to be able to have a laugh with a friend, or to be able to have these moments where you are just with nature, or you get to see the beautiful aspects of life, allows you to be able to walk and move toward without feeling like you're going to be crushed by society. Allow yourself to find a place of peace. Allow yourself to be able to pursue that hobby you've always wanted to do. Allow yourself to be able to have that time with a friend that you will always remember. These are the experiences that you will remember forever. You're not going to remember the little items that you have purchased or the physical goods. It's not what matters at the end of the day. Prioritize your time. Now, this is a tremendous tool in simplifying your life while also having power. I used to be the biggest yes man ever. I would never stand up for myself, and I would just do what anyone and everyone told me, and it didn't matter what it was. And I would just continue to push what it was that mattered to me later down the road. And it wouldn't be until like 10:30 at night after work that I would then begin working on things that mattered to me. But I was exhausted, so the quality of work was garbage. And then I heard the saying that if you are good at what you hate, imagine how great you would be at things that you love. I was good at giving everyone else what they wanted, but I could be great if I gave myself the love that I wanted. So when I made the shift of putting myself as a priority, for putting myself as I'm going to achieve my goals first, it allowed me to get to a place of power in my own life, that I am in control of what it is that I do. And it ultimately allowed me to be able to excel in my corporate finance job that I have, that I work 40 plus hours a week, while also having a side job, while also having and building a stronger relationship with my girlfriend, while also pursuing YouTube, while also pursuing my mental and physical fitness, while also going to college. And I did this all at a high level. And it's because I allocated my energy and my time efficiently to what I wanted. It then allowed me to be able to have more energy later on down the road to give others the time that they wanted. And I was able to be present instead of being there thinking about what I wanted to do that I wasn't doing. And so now I'm not giving myself the love I want or them the love that they need. So put yourself as a priority. Allocate the resources you have towards that, because ultimately it'll be able to help others. Declutter. Now, this is going to be more in regards to mental clutter. And that is that, and this sounds so silly, but I was watching a movie and the dad in the movie reminded me of the dad of a kid that I couldn't stand in high school. Inside me, I was getting just full of rage and anger, and I was saying, oh, I showed you, look at where I am now. And I was thinking of all of these things. And it made me realize how much energy I have consumed every day for the past 5 years to someone that doesn't have any impact on my life. The only impact he has is that of what I give him. It's very much like an appliance that you don't use that's just been plugged into an outlet. It's consuming energy, but it doesn't need to be. Declutter these things that are consuming your energy. You're going to be able to have more resources, more energy, more time to be allocated towards what it is that you want to focus on. When you have all of this negativity outside, when you don't have as much power in your mind and as much energy to be able to go towards what you want, you're going to start clinging on to all of these other things, and it's going to bring you down. And it's just going to ultimately unsimplify your life, because now you have all of these different things you're pursuing that doesn't matter to you. Practice mindfulness. So this really ties in everything that we've talked about, but I think it's also the most difficult. I am someone that mentally lives in the future and emotionally lives in the past. I really have a hard time being present. So what I have to do is I have to make the conscious decision every single day that I want to be present in my life. Because being present really eliminates all of the concern and worry about what is going to happen. Because who knows what's going to happen? It hasn't happened. So why stress about what's going to happen in the future? I think that when you are present and you work on yourself and you're with people that you love and you just walk with authenticity, what it's going to do is it's going to heal those old wounds that are holding you back, while also being able to clear up the path for where you're going in the future. So just being present ultimately heals both of those things that I struggle with, at least. Being mindful has really shown me what magic is in the universe. I recently have been struggling and stressing with some of these big meetings that I've had coming up. And I spent so much time and energy going towards something that hadn't even happened yet. What I found out is when the meeting happened, they didn't show up. My manager took over. They went to the wrong location. They canceled the meeting. They actually were way better and everything went way better than I thought it was going to. These are all things that the universe showed me is that you don't need to spend your time and energy stressing about something that's going to be in the future. We're going to take care of it. Do what you need to do right now. And I think that's a really powerful lesson and something that I really need to work on. I struggle with it. But I think that the less that I have been living in the future, the more I've been enjoying the present and seeing that the future is going to happen the way it's supposed to. Thank you all so much for all of your kind comments, for your time watching this today. I would really like to know, what are things that you do to be able to shine light through the chaos that's happening right now? I can't believe the energy of fearfulness, of scarcity, of anger, of hate that has been put on me this week. It's been unreal. So I want to see, what are you guys doing to allow positivity and love to win in the end? I hope that some of the things that I have discussed has been able to provide some sort of value to you as well. So thank you so much as always. Bye-bye.